Hello and welcome to the first lesson of this independent study VFX pipeline match moving tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at this first lesson here, preparing for our track. We're simply going to be following this document which I've created, takes you through each of the steps that is needed to create a successful match move VFX shot. Excellent, so the first lesson today is going to be on preparing for tracking. Excellent, let's go have a look. So here is the final outcome that we're going to be going for. It's going to be this whale in the sky, animated, and it's going to drop down and come out of frame. Excellent, so we're going to go through how we're going to do this match moving shot. Excellent. Let's go into After Effects. And here we have our ungraded piece. We see the first two takes here, and we have our take here which we want to use. Excellent, so what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to strip this to the bare what we actually want to use. And of course actually use the correct timecode. I'm just doing this for the tutorial's sake, but you want the correct timecode when you cut and the correct timecode when you end, just so you know exactly how long your piece is going to be. Excellent, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add a quick grade to this image just so our track works a little bit better. So we're going to go onto Lumetric Color under the Color Correction tab under the Effects presets, and we're going to drag and drop that onto our image. And all that we're going to do is add a slight curves adjustment just so it adds a little bit more saturation and contrast into the image. I'm actually going to add some saturation back in as well. Just so it has more of a contrasty areas for the track to apply itself to. Excellent. So now once we've done this, we have our image ready to export. Unfortunately, Match Mover and Maya do not work with anything other than an image sequence, so we are going to have to export this for a PNG sequence. We're going to come up to File, Export, and we're going to add it to our video encoder. We're going to change our codec down to PNG, and we want to have the PNG sequence with an alpha channel. Select where you want this to go. I'm just going to put this, this is fine. Excellent, and we can now set that rendering. Please note that when you're saving these PNG sequences, never have any numerical values in the name. So this here is called Sky Whale 90. However, we need to get rid of this and call it what the shot actually is. So this is the Sky Whale over house. Therefore, it's going to add the numbers onto the end, and therefore there will not be any confusion when it comes to adding them to a sequentially numbered sequence later on. Excellent, so now that this PNG sequence has been exported, I've done it for every single one of my VFX shots, and you will need to do this if you want to take them into Maya. However, we can see that our sequence is now in PNG format pictures, and this is what we need as we're now going to take this into Maya. Excellent, so that is the first step on the match moving tutorial. Part 1 of 4. Next it will be going on to 3D tracking and camera solds within Match Mover Autodesk.